Hi, this is David Orlofsky with our question and answer shorts. Yehuda Kravitz writes, thank you for clarifying the Haredi point of view on draft laws and the anti-religious crusade of Israel's political left. In the spirit of the Brisker Rav's observation regarding Sefer Yonah, which you have often quoted, since we can't change them, what should we be working on within our own communities in response to the current situation? Excellent question. For those who are not familiar with this Brisker Rav, which I have quoted many times, somebody was coming over to the Brisker Rav and complaining about the Chilonim and complaining about the Tziyonim, and he says, why are you talking about them? They're not relevant to this story. There's a boatload of idol worshippers, and there's a storm that's going to sink the boat. And Yonah Hanavi says, nah, none of this is because of you, it's only because of me. I'm the Jewish people are the ones who decide everything here. Throw me in the water and the storm will stop. Even though they're still idol worshippers and they're still evil, but God's not concerned to destroy you. He's coming after me. And they throw him in the water, and sure enough, the storm stops. Yeah. So the Brisker Rav says, you see that when there's problems happening, we look at ourselves, at the frum community, not outside of it to anybody else. So, therefore, the Atzeres HaTefillah, as I explained, was for us. It was to us to daven to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It wasn't a protest. It wasn't a rally. It wasn't a political speech. It was just for us to daven to Hashem, which means that the obligation is on us. So I want to share with you an idea I heard from Rabbi Mordechai Pittem. He follows the poskim that say you're supposed to say Tachton on Yom Ha'atzmaut. Some people do, some people don't. He says he follows those poskim. So Yom Ha'atzmaut, he was in shul, and his minion was about to say Tachton, and he said, if this is such an emotional issue, I'm going to make more of an effort to understand what Tachton is all about and what I'm saying, especially on a day when it's controversial for me to say it. I was deeply moved by that idea. If we're saying that we're exempt from military service because we're learning Torah, then what we need to be mechazik is our limud of Torah. We have to be more serious about our learning. And we have to put in the time and the effort and the amelis to make sure that our Torah learning is what it's supposed to be and on the level it's supposed to be. That's what we can do for ourselves. I don't care if anybody's impressed by it. We're not doing it to impress anybody else. It's for ourselves. You're not going to impress these people. People hate Haredim. They've always hated Haredim. Doesn't matter what Haredim do. There was this viral video of some Hasidic guy on a train, and some woman's yelling at him and says, you draft dodger. He says, I'm a lieutenant in the IDF. And he says, yeah, well, you're just sit and learn, you don't have a job. He goes, I'm the CEO of a high-tech company. So she says, well, you dress in black and white. He goes, what's it your business how I dress? I have to dress the way you want me to too? And afterwards she was interviewed by the press, and she doubled down. Yeah, Haredim. She didn't care that everything she said was a lie. People just hate Haredim because it's a Gemara in Pesachim that says, as more than Goyim hate Jews, Amoratzim hate B'nai Torah. You know, so the hatred of us is visceral. It's bone deep. It's built in. Like Rabbi Akiva says, when I was in Am Haaretz, I would say, show me a Talmud Chacham so I could bite him like a donkey. They said, Rebbe, you mean bite him like a dog? He says, no, a donkey breaks bones. That's the hatred that exists. So I'm not saying do it for them. That's why every time and then people say, do this, so people will look at Haredim differently. It's a waste of time. They hate us and they'll always hate us. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, it's a waste of time. But it's for us. You're right. It's for us. We have to be mechazik our limud of Torah for ourselves because we're fighting for the right to learn Torah, and we should take our Torah learning more seriously. That's it. Until next time, I'm David Orlofsky with Question and Answer Shorts.